Listen, the gameplay footage that you are about to watch from Battlefield 6 is absolute garbage dog water. Do not pay attention to it. This video is just about the commentary. Just listen to the words I'm saying and pay no attention to the absolute trash gameplay that is about to take place. That is all. Thank you. What's up, guys? So today I was just sitting here and I was contemplating and hovering over the record button on my computer setup, and I just decided to hit record and start recording. And it's fitting because today my topic is about not waiting on perfection. So if you have even the slightest ounce of creativity in you, the chances are that you have dealt with perfectionism to some degree. Honestly, I won't even count out so many people by saying if you're creative. I think creatives in general struggle with this a lot, but I won't limit it to creative people because I don't think that perfectionism is limited to just one thing, like making a video or drawing a picture, or like, I don't know, if you're like filming a video or a movie or something like that. But it's something that, I don't know, it just kind of reaches everybody. And perfectionism is such a weird thing because it's like, in a weird way, it's almost like you're being lazy still, because you do want, it's like you have the genuine urge to perfect what it is that you're working on, but at the same time it serves as a distraction to not progress forward in the thing that you're working on. And there's a little bit of angst to it, but there's also like a little bit of hesitancy as well. And I think for me, at least, I'll speak for myself, a lot of the times when I'm on perfectionism, it's because I'm afraid of the way what I'm doing will be perceived, or I have fear of failure. And something that I've been coming to realize just by watching content and all the motivational videos and blah, 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 blah. If you know, you know, if you've gone through that phase, all of these people that have made it in life, or that we find tend to be successful, very much so lean towards the fall forward or fail fast mentality, where it's like they know they're going to fail, but they do it anyway. It's almost like an anime character. It's like if you watch One Piece, or it's like when Luffy loses like 5 rounds in a row, he just keeps going. Like, and as cheesy as that sounds, it's like literally any main anime character ever is like that. It's like they know that they're going to fail, but they keep throwing themselves at the thing that they're trying to achieve anyway. And what happens at the end of the shows? They always achieve their goals. Now, of course, it's like that's a scripted television show, but I feel like the principle is still intact, and that's why I brought up earlier, even in real life, when you look at people that are successful, I guarantee if they're not fake, if they're not one of those people that put on a front and make it seem like they have everything's always been perfect to them and they have their entire lives together, a lot of the times they will tell you that they didn't know if they were going to be successful at first, but they kind of just put their all into it and had to keep going, which I feel like that can kind of be like a separate topic on its own, putting your all into something. But I definitely think that it goes hand in hand with perfectionism as well. And speaking of like how perfectionism causes you to like freeze, like there have literally been days where I am in the mood kind of to do something or to create something or to post something, and it just doesn't feel like the right time. And I do air quotes when I say feel like. And another thing that I've come to realize is that it will never, ever feel like the right time. Every like 4 blue moons on a 5th Friday of the month in a leap year will it actually feel like now is the perfect time to post, or now is the perfect time to create, or now is the perfect time to put yourself out there for what you've been thinking about doing. It almost never happens. Like, you never have those windows of perfect time. And even when you do, let's say it's like, oh man, I'm gonna start this at 3 o'clock, and then you look at the clock and it's like 3:02 and you're like, oh well, I missed my window, I guess I'll try again tomorrow. It's like perfectionism will literally even freeze you, not just from putting out the thing that you want to put out or creating the thing or finishing the thing. It will literally stop you from starting the thing. And it's like, if your perfectionism is so crippling that it even transcends through time, it's like, oh, the timing has to be perfect on top of the product of what I'm doing. It's just a recipe for disaster. Honestly, it's not even a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for nothing. It's a big nothing burger because nothing will get done because you were so focused on it being perfect. And like legitimately, even this video right here, like I probably, by the time I'm editing this, if you're listening to this, I guarantee you I almost didn't post it because I was listening to my voice back and I didn't like quite how it sounded, or I felt like I could do I felt like I could do a better take after doing like 18 already. And this is like per video, but it's just one of those things where I'm just like, bro, I am literally forcing myself to stop with the perfectionism and just post things, in the case of this being a YouTube video that I put out. And it kind of feels in a way like I'm betraying my inner DNA because I have been a perfectionist for so long. But when I look back on the amount of things that I have not put out compared to the things that I have put out, I'm honestly disgusted because it's like I could have done so much more at this point. And it's like, maybe I would have been further along, maybe not. Who knows if it would have been successful or not. But it's one of those things where it's like, dang, I'm sitting here like regretting all of the stuff that I haven't done. And I'm only 27 years old at the time of this recording. And I'm like, I know I'm still young, but 27 is old enough to start having some regrets, you know what I mean? So I'm just kind of like, even though I've been a perfectionist for so long, I'm gonna have to kind of go against what my brain's default mode is and just start doing things, because I cannot sit here and be one of those people that turns like 67 and then is just full of regret. Now, can you turn your life around later on? Absolutely. Anybody can at any age, but it does get harder the more that time goes on. And again, I feel like that could be a subject in and of itself, but perfectionism definitely ties into it. So it's one of those things where it's just like, as I'm talking to you, if you happen to see this video, I really hope that it reaches you and that it makes something click in your head, because honestly, I'm preaching to myself more than I am to you. Another way that I've found that perfectionism really stalls and halts creativity is the fact that being consistent is something that encourages creativity, and you're not able to be consistent when you're a perfectionist because you spend too much time on one thing at a time. So it's like, instead of doing something where it's like, let's say you're making a video, for example, and the video is going to take you 2 days to make. If you just put out a decent quality video, give it some good effort, edit it, clean it up, shape it up real nice, and then you put it out there for the world to see, that would take you about 2 days, right? Well, for a perfectionist, that takes like 4 weeks. Legitimately, there have been things that I've made before, like videos and stuff like that, where it's like, I've finished it like a while ago, but then I went back and did like several more takes. And again, there's a balance with that, because if you feel like you can do something better, then by all means do it. But sometimes you just have to have the wherewithal to know when good enough is good enough, and not sabotage yourself by going back and rehashing it yet again. So it's one of those things where it's like, yes, in a way, perfectionism is showing that you care, but you're also just draining the life out of your creativity by camping out on the same thing so long. It's like you could have been like 12 projects down the line and then circle back to the first one and then improve on that and release a second version of it by the time you finish one video, because you were so stuck on it. But that's just something that I've observed. And last but not least, I don't want to keep you guys too long if you're actually watching this video. If you managed to make it this far, I appreciate that, by the way. Go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button for me, and drop a comment down below to let me know if you agree or resonate with anything that I'm saying. But to go into my last point for this video, you'll never know what you're missing out on. And this is with anything. I guess the overall theme of this video is both perfectionism, and this could be a topic in and of itself. You'll never know what you're missing out on, like legitimately. What opportunities have passed you by because you had to sit back and really think about it, or because you just didn't put it out because it wasn't quite right yet, or you didn't show that person because, or you didn't do this because you felt like you weren't good enough in and of yourself because you're trying to be a perfectionist on yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. There is wisdom in the way that you should move in this life. There are things that you sometimes should have in place. You should make sure that you are able and capable to do these things. You don't want your character, you never want your charisma to take you where your character can't keep you. However, the key element in that is being able to have the self-awareness and wherewithal to know if you're strategically or wisely, rather, I think would be a better way to say that. If you are wisely putting something off because you know that you can genuinely shape this to be better, or if you're just stalling because you're scared of rejection and so you're disguising it behind the guise of perfectionism. That's up to you to determine, and God, if you are somebody who believes in him. But even if you're not, talk to the people around you maybe, or just look introspectively in yourself and think, am I actually being wise with this, or am I just being a perfectionist? And don't lie to yourself. Be honest and critically observe yourself inwardly. That was a little bit of a word salad there, but I digress. But that's all I've got for today's topic. I don't want to sit here and keep rambling, and then when I listen to this back to edit it, my perfectionism kicks in and it stops me from posting. So I'm going to end it right here. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Like I said earlier, let me know what you agree with or disagree with or resonate with in the comment section below. And God bless you guys. And until next time, I leave you with this.